Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Trini C, and we are here on stage live on Hip Hop Nation's Twin Cities. And so I have the honor of having in-house today the one and only Chillah Rose. Am I saying it properly?
You are.
Chillah Rose. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for... How do you spell Chillah Rose?
Well, Chillah.
Okay. I've been following this gentleman on social media probably for 10 years. Wow. We've never had the honor to connect in person. So I'm really, I think I've seen you out, but again, never had the honor to connect in person. So it's an honor to have you on the show. So tell everybody, who is Chillah Rose?
Well, I'm an artist here, producer. I started Black Rose Music Company in 2018. As you just said, I've been doing it for longer than that, obviously. Before I was Hard Body Music, and we went through some label changes and such, and we established Black Rose Music Company.
Black Roses. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Black Rose Music Company in 2018, and since then, that's just been it. I do a lot of writing, producing. More so now for other people than I was before.
Okay.
Before I was just a lot more focused on my own
self. Yep.
My own music.
Now you just recreated how you do it.
Yeah. And
why did you pick the name Chillah Rose?
It's a funny story. So when I first got into the business, I started with some relatives of mine. I got some cousins that were heavy into the music. Some people may be familiar with them. Jay Isaac is one of them.
Oh, nice.
And my cousin Hen is another one of them. They established Snowballing Records many years ago. Yeah. And I got my start with them. Okay. And
they give you a nickname per se? Yeah, that's usually how it is.
Yeah, so
that's how I got mine.
my nickname was Chilly Willy.
Oh.
Yeah. And
was that a growing up name? A pet name at home, or that's what they gave you?
They just called me Chilly
I like
Willy.
Chillah Rose better.
Yeah. I mean, it was the concept was the whole Minnesota snow.
Exactly, I figured so. You know something to do with ice cold, how it is here, because it is cold here. Yeah.
And then my logo was the little penguin guy.
Oh, interesting.
The little Chilly
Willy
penguin.
Nice.
And yeah. So as I got older, of course, I didn't want to be called Chilly Willy anymore. So,
understandable. Are you based in the Twin Cities, or are you born and raised Twin Cities? You are. Represent St. Paul, Minneapolis? Minneapolis.
Yep, South and North Minneapolis.
I'm a Rondo girl, but transplant, but St. Paul.
Cool.
Do you like crossing the river?
Yeah. Okay. It's kind of different over there. Though.
Yeah. What?
It's kind of different over there. But I do travel.
Remember back in the day, people were like, I don't know if we're going to cross the bridge to go to a party or go to Arnella's. And I'd be like, that is just weird. Like, what? But there's also an internal joke within St. Paul. They used to have, crossing University was sometimes people didn't cross over University to go hang out. So they wouldn't go from, the Legion to Willards, which was, when I came around, it was, very interesting. But, so here you are, you're doing more behind the scenes. What do you love most about what you do?
Creating. I love the creative process. I love dealing with different creators, different talents. Right now I'm writing music for pop artists. I got another artist I'm working with that does R&B, male and female. So I just love creating. Okay. Whatever kind of vibe I'm in, I just love to be able to create.
Right.
And that's the best part of it all for me. Okay. That's what keeps me motivated, keeps me hungry, because, like I said, I fell in love with the music, poetry of my own early on, but then I fell in love with music as a whole later on, and I just love all different genres of music. So if I'm not feeding that, I ain't in my...
I swear I just seen you post something that you did, though. Did you just finish a song?
Well, no, yes, I still do my music.
You still your own, but it's not just focused on you.
Yeah, it's more focused on...
the company itself as well. Okay.
I just, continue to, keep my stuff going.
Okay. When it comes to what you do, where has been the areas of weakness that you've struggled with and try to overcome?
I think being in the music business, period, is a struggle.
Ooh, say it again. Say it louder for those that don't hear you.
Yeah, it's definitely a struggle for sure.
You're the first gentleman that I've actually heard say it like that. You know. Yeah. Elaborate a little bit. We got 2 minutes before we go to break, please.
Well, I mean, you know, it's a first of all, you know, the music normally starts with one's passion.
Right.
So when you start there, you don't really understand the business of it all.
Right.
And when you do have resources or, you know, different opportunities,
connections.
I didn't really understand how to take advantage of certain things, how to navigate on a more professional level with the music.
Right.
So that in itself is a struggle because obviously we're
kind of ignorant to the blessings that are around you.
Exactly.
Right.
Allocating resources ignorantly, you know, not really understanding who and when and how to take care of stuff. And so that part of it is, you know, the hardest part. Mm-hmm. Just understanding the business of it and then maintaining the move. Right. Because it's costly.
It is. Say that again.
It's very expensive.
It's very expensive. It is a lot of self-investment.
Yes.
It's a lot of pick yourself up. You got to pick yourself up when everything falls. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that and like literally because I feel like that's why there's actual university classes in the music industry, right? Like it's not, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a rapper today, and then you're a rapper. Like there's just so much to it. And then even within the Twin Cities, I feel like it's like, oh, you got to pay your dues. You can't just come out here and I've learned. I thought that was just in the Caribbean, you know, scene, but that's every scene. It's like there's a lot of crab in the barrels at times. Yeah, you know what I mean? But good thing I don't eat crab. So I ain't in that barrel.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the water barrel for me. Yeah.
That is a more lucrative one. But no, for sure that you know, it's like that. Yeah.
What is your socials if people want to find you as far as, or your website, I should say as well?
Blackrose musico.com. BLVKROSEMUZIKCO.com. And all my handles are at Chillah Rose.
At Chillah Rose, which is
Facebook.
CHILLAH, right?
Yep.
Rose.
Yep, Rose.
We'll be right back after this moment.
My name is Shay Sandifer, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch On Stage Live on Hip Hop Nation, brought to you by First World TV.
Welcome back. My name is Trini C, and again, I am here with Chillah Rose, spending some time instead of on screen, we're in person. Remember when we had to be on screen and it was like the pandemic and we just wanted to be outside and like dream of doing things like this? Yeah. Okay, so we were talking, right? It's just like, we were talking about a little bit of the struggle of, or not even a struggle, but just how navigating how hard it's been in that certain area. What's been some of the great things of like the work you've done or who you've worked with as far as either you as an artist or your company that you started?
Just dealing with the art. I've met tons of different people.
Nice.
I've worked with a lot of different people. Most recently, I worked with the artist Millie's from Boston.
Okay.
We definitely just put out a dope record back in May of 24. Establishing that relationship and building on that's been great thus far. Just being able to connect with people musically.
Right.
That's the best thing, you know. I mean, as we all know, it's a universal language.
It is.
So,
and the world is smaller than we think.
Yeah.
It's very well connected.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Do you have your own studio or do you rent out space? How does that work?
Yeah, I do have my own studio space. We actually just established the Content House.
Nice.
Minnesota.
Content House. Okay. Do tell. Are you allowed to share anything yet or not yet?
A couple partners of mine had come together in the city to try to do something big for the city.
Nice.
So we've been down there for about 5 months now, downtown Minneapolis. And we've just been, connecting, networking, and trying to bring the city together on a much grander level.
Okay. Content. So artistic content, music content?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah, so we're in short films, videos,
oh
photos.
My gosh, I can't wait.
Podcasting, a bunch of different stuff.
Nice, that's outstanding. I didn't know that. Not like I'm stalking or anything, but like I didn't know that. That's amazing. And that is, you guys have been open how many months now with that?
We've been we just recently had our, our opening.
Okay.
But we've been down there, downtown Minneapolis in the North Loop for about 5 or 6 months now.
Nice. Where are you guys located?
Right on 7th and 1st.
Okay.
So right next to the Star and Tribune.
Oh, that's amazing. Awesome. And how has that been? Has that been like, now you have a space, right? And you're like, there's another extra set of bills, or, or like, do I got to worry about where I park, or like?
Well, like we said, the business is the business. So
and you can't take your personal when it's like you got $100 for 3 hours, right?
Yeah, it does. It does get like that, and sometimes it's slow, as far as studio time goes.
Yeah.
But that's why we've come together collectively to try to create something bigger than that.
Okay.
Which is why we, are into the short films now, podcasting,
nice.
A bunch of different stuff, just so that we can, keep the wheels spinning.
Nice. I'm gonna have to come down and take a look. Definitely. And that is Content House. So CONTENT House.
The Content House.
Yeah.
Minnesota.
Nice. That is outstanding. You see, you learn something new every day.
Indeed.
So if you had to pick a genre of music, which would be your favorite?
Right now, I've been in my pop bag.
Yeah, your pop bag.
Yeah,
and favorite pop artists. Because pop before seems, now there's like K-pop, and pop back in my days seems a little bit different than pop nowadays. So yeah.
I guess I'm a fan of all of it right now. I just have my moments, my vibes, my different, my different feelings, and I just kind of go wherever that takes me.
Right.
Lately, I've been listening to. Boss is one artist I've been listening to. Is an artist I'm working with right now. And when I'm creating, it's kind of hard for me to really
listen to anything else because you want to get in that moment, right?
I like to stay in that moment.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love music in its entirety. Sometimes I don't even know who I'm listening to.
Right. I love, as an island girl, I love country because growing up, a lot of country was mixed in with reggae, and you'd be surprised. Like, they would take a Celine Dion song and mix it with the reggae beat or a Whitney Houston, and you're in the party, and so people
really?
be like, yes. And so I listened to some Luke Combs and stuff, and so do my sons.
I like Luke.
Then they go far left, and my sons are listening to like Plumpy Boss, or I have a crumper in the house, and so the music he listens to is sometimes heavy metal influence. So yeah, very, very interesting. But yes, music is music, and I think it doesn't matter what genre. It's interesting that they even have genres that, but it's like what you're feeling and what you're going with in that moment, because Ozzy Osbourne song could just hit you one day.
Yeah.
While you're doing some cutting and building a new door in your the Content House. Yeah. Tell us what has been, as a performer, what's been your most memorable performance that you've ever done?
Well, I would have to probably say the Target Center. I performed at the Target Center a couple times.
It's just so like nonchalant. The Target Center, just the Target Center.
Yeah, I did that show. It was a while ago, but that was probably my best show.
Right. Did you freeze? Did you have butterflies? Did you be like, oh, look, Mom, I made it?
I didn't actually. I kind of had this thing before I kind of get to where I'm going. Before I get there, I'm a little nervous.
Right.
But the minute I'm there,
I just pray when I gotta go on stage and host and be like, Lord, just make sure I don't get spit on my face. Yeah. Do you have any boogers? Like, yeah, all of that. The Target. What was that show?
That was, it was two of them. One show, it was like a big show. I think Jim Jones, Young Jeezy, Birdman. It was a bunch of people that came.
Nice.
So it was one of those.
Oh, so you opened up for international acts.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and then the other show was another Jeezy show.
Another Jeezy show. He's really good. Mind you, all of the scandal about what's happening with him in his personal life, I think is unnecessary, but I guess that's another part of the industry that people don't understand. Is like, I'm Trini C, but actually, like, I have a life.
Yeah.
My name is Marina Neal. I have a dog, I have kids. Like, yeah, I don't live for y'all.
Yeah, I try to give everybody privacy.
If you're here,
I try to stay out of all that. You know?
Literally. Yep.
He just made a new record that's dope. You know, I'm trying to focus on that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Any shout outs before we go to breaks?
Yeah, shout out to the Content House, my partners over there. Shout out to Caviar Culture. It's another partner of mine. That's a clothing brand.
Nice.
Yeah, big shout out.
Yeah. My name is Trini C. We are sitting here with one and only Chillah Rose, chilling out, relaxing, getting to know a little bit more about all of the amazing things he does. Shout out to those that are behind the scenes at CCX Media, like OT. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Willie Green from Real Deal ENT, and when I'm in the Twin Cities, I watch Hip Hop Nation on First World TV.
And we're back. We're sitting here behind the scenes like, oh my gosh. We're here. We're alive. We made it. Yay. We woke up another day. My name is Trini C. This is my third year, actually probably going into my fourth year. I've had the honor to be in this space. I've had the honor to be with amazing, talented people such as yourself. And so I would love to ask, if you could turn in the mirror over there and talk to your younger self, what would you tell your younger Chillah Rose self? Chilly Willy back in those days, probably.
I would probably tell my younger self to find the balance in understanding the business of music.
Say it one more time. Find the balance.
And understanding the business of music. And I say that because, like I say, the passion sometimes overshadows everything else. Sometimes you're just so passionate about what it is you're doing.
Right, and those emotions can spill out, right?
Yeah, and you forget about the other important elements to that situation. It's important to have the business in order for it to work. It needs to work. So I would definitely tell my
and have the business plan.
Yeah.
Like when you go for grant and funding, the first thing they ask usually is, besides your first name, last name,
yep. What's your business plan?
What's your business plan, right? Yep. That's deep. Yeah. And the reason I ask this is because I feel like there's a bunch of people that might be in their living room watching it, and they might have a younger person that's coming up in the industry, and they don't teach this stuff in high school or elementary. Everybody has their own experiences in the business, but the music business, the entertainment business, right? And there is a business to it. So thank you for sharing that. When we talk about like all the amazing things you're doing right now, yourself, Chillah Rose, your Black Roses label, and then the Content House, what are your goals? I'd love to talk about what are your goals for the business, not for yourself, but what are your goals for the business as far as like a 1-year goal and a 5-year goal? Because that's a big deal too. People be like, oh, I'm just going to open McDonald's today, and then they open the McDonald's and think that's it.
Yeah.
Have you sat down and did like, not your vision board, but like, yeah, okay, in 1 year, we want to have 5 more people that have signed up for renting out space, or?
I mean, to be honest, the plans constantly grow, they constantly evolve. Ideally, I'd like to have that record hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This year I plan on releasing 100 records.
100 records.
Yeah, I plan on not this year. Starting in March, I plan on dropping 10 records a month.
Okay.
Until the end of the year.
Okay.
So that's my 1-year goal.
Okay. So that's 70.
Yep. Yep. So
I'm gonna check back in with you
and make sure
it happens, like December, third Saturday in December.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it can happen.
No, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. Our pastor would say when, not if. Yeah. When I get the job, you're probably gonna supersede that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
I plan on it.
And so that's your 1 year. Well, that's your really your 10-month goal, because we're into February. Yeah. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I see myself being part of one of the biggest labels or production studio spaces, for sure in the Midwest. That's what I'd like to see, if not the entire country.
Nice.
I would like to make Minnesota. I mean, we do have a lot of talent here.
We do. We have so much talent here.
A very, very great deal.
We've got so many venues that they can't expose their talent. That's what's really sucky right now.
Yeah, it's weird for the local.
Yes.
For the local scene. It's definitely difficult, but that's why, you know, we've come together with a bunch
Creating
of
your own
minds,
spaces, yeah.
Creating our own spaces and just trying to create, you know, set the agenda for the local scene.
Right.
In a different kind of way.
I love that.
We plan on like doing monthly shows and stuff with our artists just so that we can bring that vibe back.
Right.
That's gone somewhere. And that's different than the open mic stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to just try to give the community, the people, a chance to connect with us.
And if you have any artists, please send them our way because this is how I recreate. I constantly try to recreate what I'm doing. I was on KMOJ. I still do hosting, but you know, I'm getting settled in my younger / older years, and I also want to give back. I just know being a female in the industry, I had to learn everything on my own. And I've always been a give back. I've always been part of nonprofits and volunteering and stuff. And so I figured what other way when DJ Divine asked me like, do this, I'm like, okay, well, how do I do this where I'm still giving back? So if you have people that want to come through, I say it all the time. I reach out to like people like AK, you know, whoever, and be like, hey, send somebody, send a young person. You really want to do this? This is what you want to do. We're getting ready to do a big project in June where we're going to be working with Louis Blaze, Dub J, a couple other people.
I like Louis Blaze.
Yes, I love Louis Blaze. I love Dub J too. He's St. Paul. He's family all day long. But they work with youth for their day job. And letting them come in and see options, working with a station, you know, these are options you can do with your life. You could be a producer, you could be a cameraman, you know, you could be here in this seat hosting, right?
Yeah, this is nice too.
Yeah, thank you. So, like, how do you recreate that, you know, I don't miss promoting because it was hard to be out there 5 hours passing out flyers, no team, right? But yeah, I'm like, how do I continue to represent Caribbean community as well as our Afro-Caribbean community and do things? So yes, the fact that you're saying looking for ways to create opportunity is outstanding. Tell us really quickly, what this content house, what is one thing people don't know about it? Is that number one, it exists, or where it is, or?
They're becoming more familiar with it, but the biggest thing is that it's for us.
For us.
It's for all of us.
Yeah.
You know, we just want to try to be a pillar in that way and help out where we can.
Pillar.
To push the the newer generation that's trying to make it in the business.
I don't know you, but I'm proud of you guys for this.
Thank you.
I feel really like warm, gooey feeling that that exists.
Yeah.
And it seems like you guys have been very thoughtful. You guys didn't just say we're going to open another space, we're going to put a board, you know, some Pro Tools and call it a day. So you've been very thoughtful behind it.
There's been a lot that's been put into it.
Yeah. Amen. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm giving you your roses while you're here.
Thank you.
Your flowers. Again, tell everybody how they can find you if they're trying to find out information about anything that you do.
Like I said, Black Rose, BlackRoseMusicCompany.com. That's the website. At Chillah Rose are all my handles.
ChillAH.
Yep.
Chillah. I love that spelling.
Thank you. Yep. And I respond back to all my messages.
He does.
Reach out.
He does. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back after this moment.